Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Dave. May the Schwartz be with you. So unfortunately, it's with a very heavy heart that I have to inform you guys that my plans to have a strap swap tutorial for the FEICE FM019 has resulted in a big disappointment. And you see, in order to change the strap on the FEICE Royal Oak Homage watch, you need a conversion kit. So when you take the links off, this all comes off as one piece, and you need these two small metal links in order to put a rubber or leather strap on. The conversion kits out there are for different models of the Royal Oak and can range in price from $70 to well over $100. And even if you were to get the kit, the link attachments may not actually fit the FEICE. And trust me, I've tried two of them. One for the Royal Oak Offshore, which were too wide and curved instead of being flat. And then another kit I tried where they were the right size, but the holes on the links did not actually line up with the FEICE. So I was super excited to find this watch right here, which is a 42mm Royal Oak Offshore Homage. And this has a rubber strap already on it. When I looked at this video that was on Amazon, which I'll show here, the buyer had uploaded and it shows that there were screw holes on both the lugs and on the strap, which tells me that we have a good chance that this would work. So I was super excited because this watch only cost me $28. Okay, now brace yourselves for the disappointment. You ready? This watch in this case is completely solid and poured out as a single mold. The lugs and these link parts all included. So there's no way to actually remove these two pieces that we need. I mean, talk about a major letdown. So I don't know if there are multiple versions of this watch, but I'm going to return this one and order a different one from another seller. Let's keep our fingers crossed. So the search for the best and cheapest conversion kit mod for the FEICE FM019 continues. But while we have this hunk of pot metal, let's do a full review on it so we can get some silver lining out of this whole experience. Real quick before we do that, let's do a wristwatch check for my guys out there. So I have the Timex Fairfield on this navy blue NATO strap, just real simple. Again, great watch. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so there's some good with this watch, which is good. There's a whole lot of bad and ugly. Let's start out with some measurements first. So without the crown, we are looking at 42.5mm. We include the crowns, putting us right at 46.2. If we go lug to lug, we're coming in right at 53, and then case thickness right at 15. The strap feels surprisingly nice, and when I put this on the wrist, it's rather comfortable to wear. As is the case with most of these inexpensive watches, the metal felt very rough out of the box, but after hitting it with my polishing cloths, it feels much nicer and smooth. One thing that caught me off guard is we see there's actually an anti-reflective coating on this watch. At $28, those are all of the good things about the watch. Let's get into the bad and the ugly. So spoiler alert, the ugly is that only the case back is made of stainless steel. I don't know what this other metal mixture is, but it looks awful even after polishing it. And when side by side, you can see the matte and subtle brushed steel look of the FEICE, but this thing is super shiny and the brushing is too harsh in my opinion. And we can also see the telltale sign of a cheap metal mixture on the back of the buckle. And it has this kind of feeling that it's been literally poured out from pot metal and just painted. Even on the buckle, we see the tip here is already tarnished. I've had this watch for less than a few hours. The bad features are these small things that irk me. The date window is supposed to be round and a bit larger, but we see that they just left the box of the date window the same size, and it looks terrible here in this circular kind of hole for the date. Also, the lume is on the hour and minute hands, but nowhere else on the watch, which makes it rather useless. It's not great lume, but it's not terrible. It lasts a short time after being exposed to bright light. You know, the chronograph is kind of weird the way it works. We have running second hands down at 6 o'clock, and then chronograph seconds at the 12 o'clock subdial, and the chronograph minutes at the 9 o'clock subdial. And what's strange is when you start the chronograph, the main second hand on the watch ticks at the same time and rate as the top subdial. I mean, why the redundancy, right? It's kind of strange. So let's just end this video on a good note. The fit and finish on the strap to the case is surprisingly good. We don't see any large gaps or anything, so that's nice. It has a nice weight and heft to it, and with the AR coating, this watch actually looks and feels a lot more expensive than it is. And at a glance, this thing ticks a lot of the boxes when it comes to the looks. But I question the functionality of the watch's chronograph. I also question the longevity of these painted pushers, discoloration and tarnishing of the metal components of the watch's case and buckle. So I don't think that this thing is going to last very long. It looks cool, but I recommend you pass on this one unless these things you can accept. Perhaps the other colored options out there like the black case or rose gold ones would look better and last longer. Okay, now here's a quick little bonus for you. So check out the Photoshop job on these images that the company is using for their marketing on Amazon. Yeah, I had to do a double take when I first saw them, so I just wanted you guys to enjoy this as well. Okay guys, the search for swapping the strap on the FEICE continues, so be sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already joined the Schwartz Force. Please like, comment, share, and I will see you guys at the next one. Take care.